Howdy, friends. I'm Bevin Cohen.
And I'm Elijah.
And I'm Anakin.
And I'm Heather.
And today we're doing something extra special here at Small House Farm. Sampling heirloom tomatoes.
Well, I didn't like tomatoes until I came across the yellow pear tomato. And then once I ate that, I fell in love with it. And then I ended up falling in love with many different kinds of tomatoes.
My favorite tomato is a tomato that I can eat on a sandwich, sliced with some salt and pepper.
I like to eat my tomatoes like this.
How do you like to eat your
I
tomatoes?
like eating my tomatoes with salt.
How do you like eating your tomatoes?
I like to make sauce and salsa. Now, here at Small House Farm, summer's kind of winding to an end, but nothing holds the flavor of summer like a tasty heirloom tomato. So this is a really fun opportunity for us. We're going to sample a bunch of the tomatoes that we grew here. We're all going to kind of taste test them, see what we think about them, and share that with you. And maybe these are tomatoes you're going to want to try to grow in your garden next year. So let's say, which one of these tomatoes should we get started with?
This one.
This one right here? All right. Now, this is a nice one here. Classic round red tomato. Thessaloniki, it's called. It's actually from Greece. It's a Greek tomato. And it was wildly productive for us. Real tasty. So let's go ahead and cut it open. Look at that. Wow. I'll cut everybody a little slice. This is
Juicy.
What do you guys think?
Flavorful.
It is flavorful.
It's juicy and flavorful.
Yeah.
Slightly acidic.
Nice consistency.
Mm-hmm. Now, this would be a great tomato for on sandwiches, in salads. Make a tasty sauce tomato, that's for sure. Maybe another piece of that one. Yeah, that's a winner for sure. It's going to be hard to follow up after that one. Now, let's see, what should we do for our second tomato?
That one.
You'll hand that one to me. This one here is large barred boar. This actually comes from Brad Gates, Wild Boar Farms in California. He's the breeder. I'll put a link to his website down in the description so you can check him out. Brad does some amazing work. He is a tomato wizard, if you will. And he comes out with a number of different delicious and beautiful tomatoes every year. And this is one of them. We've been growing large barred boar here at Small House, I've had 3 or 4 years now. Absolutely love it. It's one of our favorites. I'm just excited to share this one with everybody. Look at this beautiful dark color. Look at that.
Wow.
I give you guys big chunks of this one because it's so good. And that means all the rest is from me.
Deeper color, deeper taste.
Definitely.
Really juicy.
It is very juicy tomato.
Yeah.
Yeah, real umami flavor.
Less seeds in this one.
It's so like soft.
More
Very
flesh.
soft. It's very ripe.
Yeah.
Very fleshy.
Can I have
Yeah,
that one?
sure. Real meaty tomato there.
Like almost chocolate tones.
I like that.
Yeah.
And that was actually a smaller one. These large barred boar, as the name would imply, can get quite large. But, these are some tomatoes from the end of the season. Gosh, they are beautiful. Look at that. Just gorgeous tomatoes.
It's so cool.
Mm-hmm. All right, guys. Which one's next?
The peach tomato.
The peach tomato. Now, this one came from a Pennsylvania farmer, Jim Weaver, I believe his name was. And he actually found this out in the field, accidental cross. Cool tomato. It kind of looks like a peach, but feel it.
It feels like a peach too.
Yeah, it's fuzzy like a peach.
Oh yeah, it is.
Isn't that neat?
Yeah, you could mistake this for a peach.
Yeah,
A
the
small
shape,
peach,
everything.
a very ripe peach.
It's very ripe. These tomatoes are all very ripe. But look at that. Real meaty on the inside, too.
Wow.
These smaller tomatoes I enjoy always on a salad or just snacking when we're out in the garden. This one for you.
It kind of tastes like a peach.
Sweeter.
Sweet, yeah.
Yeah, sweet, fruity.
Mm-hmm.
Very fruity
Very
flavor.
fruity. Yeah, much sweeter.
Mm.
And again, it's still juicy.
Yeah, that's a juicy one. Yeah, that was very sweet and fruity.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Let's keep trying them. We got 2 more to go.
Let's do it this
You
one.
want to do this
next.
one?
Yep. It's beautiful.
All right. Now this is an interesting tomato too. This one's Heliod is what it's called. And this we were gifted these seeds at the Ohio Valley Seed Swap just a couple of years ago. They came from a gentleman who got them from a seed company that went out of business. And he stabilized it himself at his farm in Kentucky and brought the seeds and shared them. So it's a very rare, very unique tomato right here. I think in our seed saving video that we did on tomatoes, this is actually the tomato that we harvested seeds from. So I'll put that link down in the comments, down in the section too, in the description. You guys can check that out. Look at that.
Wow.
Yeah, very even distribution of seed and flesh there.
Yeah, wow.
Especially in comparison to the
Kinda.
other ones. That one
In
looks
comparison to the large barred boar,
Very
it's
classic.
it's a good mixture between seeds, a good ratio between seeds and flesh.
Good ratio, right? Yeah, the large barred boar was very meaty. This one's about half and half, really. Oh my gosh, for that color.
I know. So vibrant.
It is very vibrant. Beautiful, beautiful tomato. Smell it.
the skin is a lot harder on this one.
The skin is harder on this one, yes, but not too hard.
It's crunchy. It's got a crunch to it. Snap.
It does.
Mmm.
Ouch.
All the ones we ate already is juicy.
Yeah. Well, I like a juicy tomato.
Yeah.
Oh, how do you describe it? It's not
It's
sweet,
like-
but it's like
It's bright.
Right, yeah, that's
yeah.
Now, this is our first year growing this tomato here at Small House. It did really well. I like the shape of the fruit. You know, they're big, blocky. You know, it's just an attractive tomato.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tastes very fresh.
It's
vibrant.
very fresh.
Yes.
Wowee.
Mm-hmm.
Now the last one.
You want to do the last one?
Yeah.
Look at this whopper, huh?
This has always been one of my favorites right here. I'm
Yeah.
excited to eat this. This will be the first time eating it this season.
Yeah, they came out real late. You know, it takes them a while to produce these big tomatoes. They've been coming in pound and a half. I had a friend that grew one this year with 2-pound tomato. Yep, this is the Old Carolina. You know, and this is a sentimental favorite for sure. Real beautiful. These seeds came to us. We were a Bill Best seed swap at the Sustainable Mountain Agriculture Center. And a young man gave these seeds to us. They'd been in his grandma's freezer for 50 years down in the Carolinas. And, well, it was such an exciting story and such an exciting tomato. We actually put the story in my first book, From Our Seeds and Their Keepers. I'll put a link for that too, so you guys can check that out. But let's cut this one open. I gotta be real careful though, because I want to save as many of these seeds as I can. So I don't want to spill them all over. Look at that beautiful color.
Wow.
Oh,
it's
wow.
such a big tomato too.
It is.
No.
It is.
A little firmer.
It's very firm.
Yeah.
Really holds up well.
Really. Right.
Yeah, it is
It
right.
would be good for a sandwich, probably.
That's what I was thinking. BLT.
BOT. The sugar on it.
Has a mild flavor.
This is very mild and sweet.
Yeah.
I love the color of it too. It just looks beautiful.
Yeah.
Kind of red core. Gorgeous. You know, it's a real old-fashioned flavor too.
Mm-hmm.
Have one more piece of that?
Of course you can.
It's really good.
Here's a big old honker.
It maybe is my
Pleasure.
favorite.
Really?
Yes, please.
Maybe.
Gosh, I don't know. Now all these tomatoes here are all a little bit different. Different in color, different in flavor profile, different texture. So there's really something for everybody here. And these are all seeds that we will have available in the spring on our website as well. So yet another link to look for down in the description. If you're interested in getting some seeds of any of these, we will have them available for your gardens as well. So now we're going to confer, I think, maybe have a few more samples, and then we're probably going to vote on our favorite small house tomato of the year.
Yay.
It feels like peach is my favorite.
After much deliberation, we were unable to come to a conclusion, a unanimous decision on which one of our favorite tomatoes is here, because they're all so good. So instead, we're just going to go through and everybody's going to share what their favorite small house tomato was this year. And we'll start with Mr. Elijah.
I think my favorite of this year is the peach tomato. I love the peach look, and the fruity flavor is so delicious.
The peach tomato gets a vote from Elijah. Heather?
I like the Greek tomato.
Oh, yes.
I think it's a classic tomato with a classic tomato taste, and it's definitely one of my favorites this year.
The classic Greek tomato, Thessaloniki. Anakin.
I kind of have like two.
Oh, boy.
Okay, what you got?
I have this one
Large barred boar.
and this one.
The old Carolina. But if you had to choose just one, which one would it be?
That's hard. Maybe this one.
Large barred boar.
Good
I had a
choice.
similar dilemma, Anakin. I couldn't just choose one. Mine was a tie between the large barred boar and the Heliod tomato. That fresh, crisp flavor, that blocky tomato. It's just such a pretty tomato.
But if you had to choose one, what would it be?
If I had to choose one, today, my favorite tomato was the large barred boar. And so that's the tomato with the most votes. So I guess the winner of the 2020 Small House Tomato Tasting is
Large bar board.
Large Barred Boar.
Yay!
Yay! That certainly was an enjoyable time, and there's not a much better way to spend our time than sampling delicious heirloom tomatoes. We're a big fan, as you can tell by our heirloom tomato t-shirts that Heather's modeling here, which is available on our website at smallhousefarm.com. Another link I'll put below for you to check out. If you love heirloom tomatoes, you might as well show it off with this groovy hemp t-shirt. All right, that's all I have to say for today. Thank you guys for being a part of our tomato tasting. Do you guys love heirloom tomatoes?
We love heirloom tomatoes!
See you next time, folks.